right, everyone. My name is Kevin, and I'm here with our F&M Modern winner, Richard Alford. How you doing tonight, Richard?
Good, doing good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So tell me what you played tonight.
Yeah, so I'm on Goryo's Vengeance Reanimator with Atraxa and Grizzlebrand as the key pieces for that. So when Atraxa was released, Goryo's Vengeance, people really had their eyes on that card, and I actually saw a list posted by Canister to those that are familiar with it. I curated that, kind of made it my own, made some adjustments. I top-aided an RCQ here with it, and that was cool, but that version that was more all-in on the draw discard, so Faithful Mending, Chart of Course, Consider, effects like that just dig for the reanimation was what most people were doing, but lately people, and myself included, have started shifting to more of a mid-range shell. So instead of cards like those, you're running Fable and Shadow Prophecy to basically have a very high top-end combo with a lot of low-to-the-ground mid-range capabilities, to where before you had to have things line up where you had Reanimation Spell, Draw Discard, and Reanimation Target to all line up. And if you were churning through your deck and you couldn't find it, you just wouldn't win games, and it was kind of boring, to be honest, losing that way. But now the mid-range shell fits it a lot better because your opponents have to respect the top end of what you're doing, while at the same time they can't sideboard too aggressively against your graveyard, because you'll grind them out lower to the ground with Goblin Shaman tokens, Shadow Prophecy keeping your hand full. You could even start casting Atraxas if things get that bad, down bad, if the game's going on that long. And Grief Ephemerate is still something that needs to be respected too, because you can just rip their hand apart. In the early game, you can aggressively charge out a mid-game Grief Ephemerate. That's also pretty valid. I just think the deck is able to fight from a lot of different axes. So I played a lot of different decks doing a lot of different things, and all encompassing that, plus the sideboard that I've also tweaked a little bit, just did a really good job. I'm super happy. Yeah.
Awesome, man. Well, it's really awesome to hear that you're doing well. I know that you were proud of the deck that you played at the RCQ, and now you're here representing the Goryo's Vengeance, just trying to get Atraxas out. That card is really powerful. What are your thoughts on Atraxa as a whole, as a card?
Yeah, so it's really interesting because in a lot of situations, I'm wondering if I would rather have Atraxa or Grizzlebrand in a lot of cases. The raw power of just drawing 7 cards is in some ways situationally more effective than Atraxa, because sometimes with Atraxa you can get 5 different cards, but sometimes you only hit 3. With Grizzlebrand, it's a raw 7 cards every time. But the thing with Grizzlebrand is that you have to pay 7 life, and even if you're life linking with him, sometimes your life total might be low enough to where, like, you're at, I don't know, 5. You hit gain 7, pay 7, you're back down at 5. You look at your hand and you're like, okay, well, I have 1 tapped out creature and I'm still at 5. What do I do? The thing with Atraxa is she has Vigilance. But ideally you're ephemerating either of them, so it doesn't make much of a difference. But the fact that you get the card advantage plus the life linking body without having to pay any life really helps you pull ahead by quite a lot, because you don't have to pay 7 life to get your card advantage. So I think that it's better than Grizzlebrand in that regard. Not to mention pitching to Solitude, and even Subtlety out of the sideboard is also very helpful.
Yeah.
So,
if you could ban 1 card in Modern, what would it be? 1 card.
Ooh. Some people may hate me for saying this. I have never cared for Blood Moon or ever felt like it. The format wouldn't be okay without it.
So you feel like Blood Moon should go?
I'm not actually saying ban it. I think that the format is fine right now. I just think that I always like to tell people that, and other people on the internet, of course everyone will agree with you if you look on the internet well enough, but some of us have said that, like, if it was a part of the original ban list of Modern, people probably wouldn't question it, right? Because, like, mana bases are very greedy. A lot of 5-color decks, including the one that I'm playing, is doing a lot of stuff. I'm just more of a fan of exchanging card for cards instead of playing Armageddon, one-sided Armageddon effects.
Yeah. Well, awesome. Really appreciate you coming out, Richard, and look forward to seeing you win next time.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks.